Hello everyone, welcome to Neo Aquarium, the king of crustaceans. This game, I wasn't too sure what to make of it when it first popped up on the Steam store not too long ago. It was released, I believe it was first released in 2011, but it only just came to the Steam store. I'm not really into games that take place underwater. That's why I didn't think much of it at first, but shortly after, Limanity recommended it to me. Sorry if I butchered your name. So I got it when the Steam Summer Sale was on, and dived right into it, and loved it as soon as I played the first battle. It's a sort of bullet hell fighting game. Well, some would say mecha combat game, but replace mechs with what you see here. And I love just about everything about this game. It's odd humour, it's unlockable characters, and you even get to edit your own aquarium, which is important, more on that later, although replays do not seem to work that well. I recorded a couple of replays, but they played out very differently to what actually happened in-game. Okay, let's dive right in. I'll explain things as we go along. Let's get to the story, shall we? Okay, first of all we get to select our character. There's a star on each of them, representing which difficulty I've completed with each of them. Green for easy, blue for normal, and red for hard. Most of the reason why I haven't completed everything on hard yet is, well, simply because the game has a habit of crashing. Hopefully we won't encounter that while this LP is going on. So, you start the game with these first 5 here. Spiny lobster, the snow crab, the frog crab, the hermit crab, and the corn barnacle. Yes, one of these is not like the others. You have to unlock the other 5 by, well, beating easy mode, beating normal mode with a character that you've just unlocked, beating extra mode, and beating hard mode and such. If you want to know anything specific about the unlocks, just ask, I'll answer any questions. I couldn't actually find out how to unlock some of these, so there we go. I'm going to play as the frog crab because, yeah, well, it's okay. Well, hold on, my monitor's gone funky. That should be good enough. Okay, because the corn barnacle, that's weak. I mean, it can replicate up to 10 times, but it's weak. The hermit crab, that's also kind of weak, but I'm kind of partial to the hermit crab. Poor thing. It even gets a shell. You can even replace its shell. The snow crab, well, the snow crab walks sideways. I don't like things that walk sideways. Spiny lobster, that's kind of an obvious choice. I believe that's the first thing I completed the game with. Spiny lobster is a good all-rounder, but maybe it's too easy? Although I wouldn't call any of my victories too easy. So, yeah, I'm thinking I'll go with the spiny lobster, actually. The frog crab is also kind of an all-rounder, in my opinion. I'll go with the spiny lobster with the default aquarium. We'll take a good look at the aquarium later. We'll play on hard. Millions of years in the future, at around 4:15 p.m. Wednesday, the rapid development of subspatial transfer technology and biological weirdetry has resulted in the birth of a completely new plane of aquatic existence called Neo-Aquarium. It is revolutionary, means new technology that can separate a portion of the sea and transfer it to the living room by means of subspatial matter transfer. The ease with which this device allows one to appreciate oceanic awesomeness quickly made the Neo-Aquarium system a worldwide phenomenon. Now, large portions of the Earth's oceans have become part of the Neo-Aquarium system. Or have they? No, wait, they definitely have. Anyway, for these creatures inhabiting the sea, the radical changes in subspatial shenanigans caused by this tomfoolery were less than awesome. It was like thumping Mother Nature in the face with a hard frozen potato. In response to this subspace technology, the sea creatures decide to slap back with their own Poseidonic potato, exploding forth like an atomic refrigerator. These hooligans of deep fight the relentless battle using laser beams and charged particles, and something else in Wikipedia. I tried. They gamble away their fortunes, betting on which creature will survive to the end, thus beginning the Neo-Aquarium battles. We hope you learn your lesson. Oh, I've read that screen so many times. I always could never keep up with it. Okay, our first battle, number 1, Dawn of the Crustaceans. It all started with a dimensional subspace device called Neo-Aquarium. Humanity has set things into motion which should not be, moving. This new level of awareness, created by stepping outside of the boundary of real space, has viciously taken natural selection to vicious new levels, in a bad and vicious way. This has led to the creation of new explosive evolutionary track. No more laying back while mankind makes face-slapping sketch props of proud fish. For the first time in 500 million billion trillion years, the way of the warrior has returned to the ocean, and boy is that way warriory. I believe the Fester Crumbum is the name of our opponent. Now we could practice and customize in our little aquarium before we actually fight the first battle, but I'm just going to go in here and okay, I'm going to see if you can figure out what's going on. Just get rid of the help. I'll explain everything in due time. Applause for our lobstery friend here. No, I will not save a replay. So, after every victory, we acquire more animals, plant life, and terrain that we can use to customize our aquarium with. More on this later. Alright, battle number 2. Destiny turns on the water filter. Realised something while keeping a pet hermit crab. Hermit crabs are pretty rubbish pets, seriously, why would you ever pay for one of these? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and jack your shelter. Crustaceans have no need for compassion. Or pants. Trevor Guerrero is our next opponent, and we shall take a moment to customize our aquarium. It's very zen. So, now that we're here, we can press F3. We'll go into edit mode. We can either use the keyboard or the mouse to edit these things. I'm just going to use the keyboard just because I'm more used to it for some reason. So, we've got some jellyfish over here, some sea anemones, jellyfish, starfish, vase sponges, and we've got this coral hill here. Let's see. So we can press space and we'll bring up a little menu so we can add animals and plant life and terrain. We can save and load aquariums. We can change the ocean floor even. Let's change it to question mark, question mark, question mark. And nah, I don't like the look of that. Change to deep water. Yeah, that's more like it. We can select the selection mode. Now, let's see. Maybe we want to add terrain. So, when you complete a full run, you will you will acquire all the things you have unlocked from the fights and keep them persistently. It's a very nice system. I like it very much. Although it was a while before I was able to actually complete any runs, even on easy mode. It took me a while. Let's just add an ancient pillar. I'll select it with Z and place it with Z over here. It's a very big pillar, so I'll press S to select it, move it around a bit, yeah, and hold shift and press upward to scale it a little. Also hold shift to press down and scale it up, and left and right will turn it. Nice, eh? Let's see, pressing Z now while you have something selected will delete it. Press S again to deselect it. Okay, let's see, we can press shift to cycle through all the items in the current list, or we can just press space again to bring the full list up. Now going to back, let's add some animals. All of these animals may help us out in our fights, no matter what they are. Even a black sea cucumber. Ew. I haven't really figured out what the Japanese chiton does yet. I think it's something like a shield. Since I've unlocked almost 50 of almost all of these, 50 seems the next maximum number, in the spirit of fairness, I'm only going to add about 5 more creatures each fight. I haven't figured out what sea fireflies do yet either. So, let's see. Without further ado, let's add another starfish down here. About here, maybe. Yeah, looks nice. Maybe it will. Maybe it will. Eventually. I like my isopod armies. I'll add about 4 more of these guys. And yes, they are actually getting bigger. You'd better watch out. Okay. I'm not very good at adding plant life, to be perfectly honest. I'd like another rock, just for decoration. Let's put it over here. Turn it around a bit. Yeah. Looks nice. Looks nice. Well, we'll work more on the aquarium as we keep on going in. Next up, I'm going to teach you a little about the controls. You can press enter at any time to display and remove the help panel. Controls are very easy once you get used to it. You can use shift to ascend, of course arrow keys to move around. Control will control the camera. Hold it to make you face that way. Press it to target either your enemy or, well, whatever you're looking at. Whichever's closer, I think. It's a bit weird sometimes, but usually it targets the enemy. You press Z to fire your normal attack. Hold Z to fire a sort of homing attack. That one's a bit odd as well. Let's see. You can press X for a melee attack. Very nice. You can even change the ocean current with some melee attacks. That will be very important to keep in mind if you are a small creature. You can hold X to charge up skills. Each tier represents an even more powerful skill, naturally. We can hold C, and that will give us this zone of influence that we have, which will get any creature who is not on our side when we near them, and also command some of our creatures to come with us and or attack the enemy. Oh yeah, Shuriken Starfish. Don't hurt your friends. Let's see. Space brings up the menu. Easy, eh? Okay, while we're holding C, we can press Z as many times as we have limbs for a breakaway ranged attack. That means they will use the homing attack when we use the homing attack. Yes, it's like having an option. Let's see, we can use X to use a breakaway melee attack, which will use the melee attack when we use the melee attack, and sometimes follow us. Easy, eh? Easy, yes. Oh, and in case you're wondering, yes, we can get rid of every single limb we have. That will force us to auto-recover when we're out of limbs. Holding S will shed our shell, which will allow our power and skill gauge to grow depending on the organic matter that we have absorbed. It's easier to see when it's in action. Our skill gauge, you see, will never increase past our current power charge, and our power charge will determine our main firepower, while the skill gauge will determine the maximum amount of skill that we are able to use. Alright then, that's enough of a tutorial, and that's enough of this video. Next time, we'll go ahead and fight this Trevor something or other. We probably shouldn't care too much. Thanks, and good luck at being king.